Same time, we're keeping all of the authenticity of a real army.
Hello, everyone. Do you think doodles of penises are TOS? They're probably not, right? There's a crab there. He's holding something, though. Got a little something in his pincher claw. Oh, Exoprimal, man. Come on now. But if I do that, it's just going to make it full screen. Just put a single black bar over the tip. Well, the loading screen is covering it. Good God. Okay. Time for crab. Do you think this game has a exceptionally large crab? It's not impossible. Lord knows Capcom loves their big animals, right? Okay. After the unfortunate events of last night, I'm ready to play Exoprimal with renewed vigor. Full vim and vital. Alright. Oh yeah, this is a quiet game. When does EDF get crab enemies? Good question. What happened last night? I got a headache, but also I was unable to play with Jacob and Bruce, who were playing the Steam version of the game. The game has cross-platform, but you cannot make parties across platform. Like, you can't invite friends. You can only matchmake. So that's weird. That's weird. Good news, though. I definitely bought the premium pass, though, so don't worry.
I will get back out there.
Every single one of those unlocks will be mine. Yeah, this is how they do this. Analyze lost data. Acquired lost data and related mysteries can be viewed on the analysis map. You can view story progress here. Lost data comprise audio and visual records you can collect on Bikitoa Island in 2040. Mysteries. Okay. At least this is here. I do like that there's some kind of story-based progression in a games as service. Also, I like anything that sort of formalizes a game's story and lore, makes it part of the content in a very direct way. 16 is really good about this too. Your lore actually levels up and shit. Ain't it partial cross, so only Sony with Sony and Microsoft with Microsoft? I have no idea. When I've played with people, I've seen Xbox logos and then Capcom logos, which usually implies Sony. Like a competitor whose logo that Xbox just will not, won't allow in their product. And then I don't know if that might just mean PC. It might mean anything other than Xbox. Like Steam or something like that. Who knows? Oh. Okay. That's what he's related to. It's alright. Play game. Acquire data. Oh, okay. Ah. So there are modes where you straight up don't even interact with the other team. That's really cool. I like that. Let's see. Trying to remember who I was getting handy with.
Gotta get this bird back in the air.
Yeah, Nimbus was really good. I really like the grungy bass and guitar in this game.
The paint job makes the pilot. Have some self-respect and change up your appearance.
What is the business behind a game having or not having cross-platform play? Like, what is the money involved with it? I assume it's just the time spent to develop the feature. I don't know if Sony or Microsoft charge anyone for access to their API, their matchmaking API. Yeah. I guess I don't know who's hosting those games either. That might actually be like a bill per usage kind of thing that either platform provides. I'm honestly not sure about the business of online matchmaking and how the various ecosystems interact. I don't know that. Honestly, I don't think anyone is. If you're not a publisher, or if you're not negotiating those deals directly, and even then you only know your own. They probably have different agreements with everybody. If there's anything I've learned about business, it's that it's a reflection of people. when people are so diverse and weird that you can't really assume a whole lot. Some things just make sense when it comes to money, but... I remember Barrage being pretty good. Yeah. The flame effect on the back of his head is pretty neat. I feel like it has to look different than actual fire in the game, right? Add to favorites. So, how do you switch? How do you switch who you start as? If I did that. Oh, huh? Oh, no. Maybe that's all... Maybe I can't pick yet? Well, whatever. It's my second match. I shouldn't sweat it too hard. I believe Sony does charge for crossplay. There was a GameBiz article on it. Well, okay. I'll have to look that up. The only case study I'm aware of with Sony that became public knowledge was the stuff they did with Epic. And that was an interesting arrangement they had. Not necessarily an unfair one, but a very much Sony protects Sony interest kind of thing. Not a bad thing. Oh, here we go. Click on that. Sony charges developers for cross-platform play. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wonder how much. So, when they say charge, do they mean, I wonder what they mean by that. Because, yeah, there are, the details of the contract did have a lot of clauses that basically ensured Sony wanted to make sure that they were not hosting a majority of the player base with people moving off their platform to purchase things. What I actually now understand is they didn't want to have to compete with other marketplaces.
My test facility. I require exofighters.
So I think Sony's just unilaterally fixated on making sure their digital marketplace is not open in any way. So if you can buy anything in a game, they have to make sure you can't get the same thing from another network in that game for a cheaper price. And I think a lot of the Epic agreement amounted to that. Epic was also just about like general player base and player share. I guess they didn't want the infrastructure costs of hosting those players in games without their proportional share of the game's revenue. But I'll have to read that article over. Yeah, Sony's been hawkish for a long time. They've been like 80s Nintendo.
To the combat zone. Have a super day.
I don't know if they're like deploying Yakuza to people's houses or anything.
Interdimensional transfer complete.
They definitely know how to maximize the amount of money they're pulling out of.
Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test.
Maximize the amount of money they have.
Follow the Watcher.
Oh yeah, Vacant?
Dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
Putting little shorts out on the internet has been really gratifying. It hasn't been profitable, but that's okay. It's actually just been nice to have people reply that like, oh, this made me laugh. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's actually a little juice for me.
Nice work.
Makes me feel good to, I don't know. My entire feed, I don't know if this is anyone else, but social media in general has purely become promotional for nearly everyone I know. Like, there's no reason to say anything on it unless you're promoting yourself or your content or... Oh, was that a cheer? Okay. I'm always paranoid that my mic is open and I'm just ranting at everyone I'm playing with. And then one of them gets on mic to tell me to shut up. Anyway, Izzy, thank you for the cheer. Thought about playing this on Game Pass. This is a good game. Are you having fun? I mean, I am now, but yeah, I just started. The game definitely has arcade, like the base arcade pleasure of killing stuff.
To next mission.
I don't... It'll be difficult to have a bad time with it for like one evening. Beyond that, I can't really say. Oh, it does like content variety? I was curious about that. How many maps and modes and stuff there'd be. But hey, whatever. Game Pass. The game doesn't have to... I'm kind of okay with seeing everything a game has to show me in 10 hours. That's only if... I don't know how this game is going to try to pace out its story reveals.
Summoning pteranodons.
$60 is kind of nutty. I could see that. I have no concept of the game's actual scope of content. But I do kind of wish it would be okay for smaller games to sell for $60. There's no reason for it to. Like, you know, everyone who loves games only stands to lose if games were more expensive.
You are
But for the, maybe not so much now, but for the longest time, it really did feel like there were so many games that could exist, but just were right on the bubble of profitability. But if people would tolerate buying a 8 to 10 hour game for $60, then suddenly a lot more cool games could be made. But hey, that's for the. Yeah, that is kind of odd, though. You would think if you really want to build it as a games as service platform, then you would sell it for maybe $40 or something like that. I guess they have the numbers. That's the thing I always have to assume, which may be too kind of an assumption, to be honest, but usually I have to assume that for a given move, a given price, a given product, it was extensively researched. That doesn't mean it's always right.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the
Yeah, $60 battle pass on day one, locked characters that you can buy to unlock faster loot boxy stuff. Yeah, that's all bad stuff. You're right. You're right.
initiating dinosaur call mission.
Especially for a game that is I mean, I guess the mode is cool. The game content is pretty high quality. Well, I'm only speaking about like the mech models and animations and the way they move and stuff.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Summoning raptor.
I guess they can always put it on sale later, you know? Maybe that's the other thing too, is games now might have a much more sophisticated, and by sophisticated I don't mean good, I just mean mature, pricing structure where they have exactly plotted out the amount of sales that they can expect to get for $60. And then they already know 2 months from now they're going to knock it down to 40, and they have their projections on that. And then they have whatever money guarantee backed by Game Pass. Maybe it's... Oh, okay.
Dinosaur call.
Heavy conspiracy theory time.
Follow the wall.
Capcom did the math,
Proceed to next mission.
and presuming that the $60 price point pushes a significant portion of players onto Game Pass, which they still get compensated for, maybe the presence of Game Pass and whatever money Microsoft is pumping into those agreements swings the math to this being the better model? I wonder if that's it. If, like... I've never heard that mental gymnastics yet. That Game Pass gives developers so much money that they can afford to sell games at a higher price. Is anyone buying that? Is that a good clickbait? I think the mental pretzel there is a little too much.
Dinosaur call.
Hey, not helping you. Hello.
Slower than the enemy team. Follow.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Proceed to next.
Enjoying the simple pleasures of dino murder.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a triceratops.
I wish I could turn the music up. I guess I can turn everything else down. These dinos have had it too good. For too long. Damn it. He tricked me. I was getting critical hits somewhere. Is it his tummy? Yeah, I think so.
Enemy team.
Oh man, that badge even said massive damage.
Act quickly to
Come on. How is this game not gonna have a giant enemy crab? Those are ancient memes, though. Yeah. Turns out its taint is its weakness. Is anyone really surprised? Really, guys? Come, what the hell? You had one sliver of life left. All right.
Dinosaur call. You are completing a
Oh, okay.
slower than the enemy team.
Tummy is the weak point. I assume you've been putting some time into this, Captain.
Transition to final mission.
You know?
Final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance.
I don't know. This seems like the perfect game for Game Pass. So yeah.
If the
Oh, okay, you
key
played the
is
beta.
destroyed, remain
Yeah, I played it a little bit.
to repair.
I guess not enough to remember all the top
Data
tips.
key has progressed 20%.
Oh damn! All right.
Raptors. The Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator.
Anyone gonna go for it?
The dinosaur.
All right.
Attack the enemies. Summoning Pteranodons.
No one's going for it. All right, I'll do it. Jeez. Oh, there we go. He's getting it.
Nice work. Let's go!
The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summoning Raptors. Escort progress 20%. I have awarded the enemy team a dominant.
Why would you?
They may have engaged with a hostile dinosaur. Summoning Pteranodons.
Man, just killing the dinos. It's humble work. It is. Yeah, I like how they rain down. I like how they kind of flop around on the ground. There's definitely a comedy baked into the way that the dinosaurs move around. It kind of reminds me of, I mean, Monster Hunter's obvious, but also Dead Rising. The zombies just kind of moved stupid, and there was innate comedy in seeing them flop around and get hurt by stuff.
Enemy controlled dinosaur in prioritize its destruction. Escort progress.
Whoops.
40%. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back.
This also reminds me of like a lot of the stuff they talked about wanting Operation Raccoon City to be like, of having hordes that would move independently of PvP players and you could like control them or direct them. The control isn't really in there, but I can see smart players doing the thing where they like move with because it felt like this T-Rex did this, where he like moved in with a wave of velociraptors.
You're not going anywhere.
Daddy Batman 11.
60%.
Didn't quite make it.
Thank you.
Enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat. The enemy data key has progressed 90%.
What the? What? Oh, I died. Oh. Oh, there's a guy behind. Gosh darn it. I wasn't looking.
Stay near the data key to escort and complete the mission.
Heavy artillery, grenade out!
Jesus Christ. Huh. I like the dramatic slowdown. It makes it very easy to visually parse when you die. Makes it more dramatic too. They can get away with that too, because when you're dead, you don't have to be synced to the server anymore. You're no longer an active player.
Combat test complete. The enemy team fulfilled its objectives.
Yeah, I was gonna have
You
GG.
are defeated.
GG.
You are defeated.
No, dinos, no. Pretty swag game over screen. Oh.
What's a performance?
It could have been better. Yeah, I need to use that dude. He's really good at
The best exo
Add
fighters
clear.
in this war game.
Oh, we were playing together? Costco hot dog? That's awesome. Yeah, GG. I mean, it was a good match. Yeah, I guess matchmaking roulette works sometimes. Oh, oh. Does it remember what exosuit you're in? Oh. I got lore.
Are you in need of support at the moment?
Parse lost data by playing Dino Survival. Oh, so do you have to like load a thing to parse? Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Alrighty. I think we've got our first step to making sense of this cluster flip. Naviganda. This was shot from the carrier's nose camera as we were crashing. This is the first glimpse of Bikatoa anyone's had in 3 long years. The place is shattered. I can't see a single light on anywhere. In all likelihood, we're alone. Well, unless you count Leviathan, I guess. Sandy can get all kinds of info, even from a simple image like this.
Even this limited data has yielded preliminary results.
Still, the real gold mine is 2040, not this pile of overgrown ruins. We'll pull data straight from the source. Okay, let me grab Madge and the Chief and we'll see where we stand.
Okay. Good lore, everybody. So I guess you just... Oh. 8 out of 22.
Sandy, love, be a dear and open the file on the Bikatoa incident.
Certainly. The year was 2040, at exactly 4:58 p.m. on August 16th. The cable of the stratovator which joined the IBS research compound to the station in geosynchronous orbit experienced a catastrophic failure.
There's also a really efficient way to do
Precipitated a
lore.
partial collapse onto the
Just
island
VO.
below.
The window's even covering the robot. She doesn't even have a mouth.
Tuvao City. An estimated 215,000 human lives were lost in the main population center of the city. The debris weighed approximately 300,000 tons, and the energy released by its impact was equivalent to 20 million tons of dynamite.
But according to these logs, the collapse was preceded by a mass dinosaur outbreak.
Yes, the very first. And now we know that outbreak was courtesy of Leviathan. There must have been some kind of evacuation effort. Sandy, is there any data on how many people made it off the island?
Debris from the stratovator's impact created a 60-meter tsunami that overwhelmed the majority of the civilian escape vessels. Total known survivors, 413.
Lord Almighty. 500,000 people.
Correct. IBS records indicate less than 1% of the population survived the incident.
And Leviathan's kept the island sealed off ever since. We are the first living people to see the outcome.
And Ace, you're telling us you were there in 2040. Physically, you saw the stratovator collapse.
And Leviathan just happens to be running his war games right before worst industrial disaster of our time. Perfect. Just perfect.
At least this puts things into perspective.
I guess. This is a pretty trippy setup for a game. But like I said, I'm pretty down with, whoa, jeez. These are all video logs? Did I just unlock them all? Oh, okay. What? I unlocked a bunch of stuff with a D. Yeah. How do I... Oh. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Wow, that's weird. Okay. So this is like a cutscene viewer. Yeah. Phew, okay. Oh yeah, let's open up that chest. We've earned it. All that lore. Cool. I got a square. That looks nice. Yeah, let's equip that. That looks great. Hell yeah, black square. Watch out now. Who's got the black square? This guy. Alright, Dino Survival. Flammo. Yeah, Buck? You having a good time? Yeah, it's rare that a game has like a good rule set, and that's the game. Overwatch was kind of like that. I remember people at the time even saying like, there's not actually that much content here, is there? Kind of get away with it if it's multiplayer, I guess. Some single player games can do a lot with a little too. Into the AI vortex. Jealous of my square? It's normal. Try to not let it consume you so that you begin to resent me. I don't want to be treated with contempt by my audience based on my superb Exoprimal profile background collection. Oh, speaking of Capcom, I did get my my buttons in. I gotta do a little arcade stick modification. Overwatch was 40 though? Was it? Yeah, Overwatch should have been 40. I guess this technically does have more story than Overwatch, even if it is just fuzzy pictures and a voice actor reading you the story. Are you finding the depth of the combat, or is it more about team comp? I have no idea what the skill cap of this game is, or how you can most effectively use any of the characters. I think team comp is pretty important. I think there are moments of importance. Like when you get a Dominator, if you use that effectively, that can decide a match.
This is a two-team competitive scenario. Those on the other side are the enemy.
If you have like players that are just doing what they're doing uncontested, that can swing a match. So if a healer is just keeping your entire team alive the whole time, and the other team doesn't have one, or if you have a sniper that's just picking off people.
Through competition. Compete to win. And
speaking of, I want to swap my stuff. How do you... I thought it was Z. Which button swaps your suit? Oh no, Z's ultimate. Oh, it's a T. Okay, thank you.
Disengaging.
Oh, it's Z when you're out of suit. Okay.
Let's get
Barrage immolates the competition. Widespread incentive. Prepare for transfer to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game. Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day.
Stand clear.
You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test.
Keep that up.
Exofighters, follow the Watcher.
One thing that I started to do in the beta was that I would swap around my suit based on not only the cull that it was giving, but also the PvP modes at the end. So I think what I settled into is this character, because this character is pretty good at ad clear. It's important to do that fast.
Summon raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission.
Yeah, the first couple of cull missions, it's almost like those seem to cap out in terms of skill pretty quickly because like they don't spawn fast enough for you to be better. But I think by this phase you can already be a lot more efficient with it. So like I don't have any tools right now to really take out the flyers. So theoretically, right now, everyone that has hit scan rifles and stuff, they should be shooting up, knowing that I can take care of the ground guys.
Dinosaur call.
It's little things like that, kind of knowing what your niche is.
Completing objectives faster.
But then again, what do I know?
Follow the Watcher.
This is just me sort of
Proceed to
speaking from my perspective and having some time into the game.
Dinosaur call.
That's what I tried to do whenever it's like
Summon raptors.
another thing I see happen a lot, another way that like you can get better is in modes like this often since you have to kill one Pachylocephalosaurus, oh boy, and 60 raptors, sometimes people will be focusing on raptors just because they're right in front of them and not paying attention to the actual thing they need to kill. So there's definitely ways that you can be more efficient at playing the game, and but that's pretty classic, like target objectives versus just
Dinosaur call.
falling under the veil and killing whatever you see in front of you.
Faster than enemy team. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Summon raptor.
People need to let the samurai one do his thing and stop killing everything. What is the... I actually don't know the mechanic there. What's that about? Does the samurai like bank up power by killing things?
Summon raptors. Summon raptors.
Assistance acknowledged.
Does it seem to have legs? Oh, I don't know about that. You never know. I would say take every day as it comes.
Dinosaur call.
I'm very familiar with the mentality of wanting to know that a game is going to be invested in or stick around.
Proceed to next mission.
But I think that might lead to like
Dinosaur call mission.
what's the word? Sunk cost fallacy after a while. I don't know. This game more than any other, I think you can play it for exactly as long as it's fun and then never think about it again. And in that respect, Game Pass is obviously a much better platform to treat it that way. I wouldn't say that $60 is going to be great. Unless you've got like friends that you know want to play, and this is just looking at it, you're like, yeah, this is my kind of game. And I'll say it this way: it doesn't have any like hidden virtues. What you see is what you get, pretty fully. Although I guess it may. Who knows? Maybe the story's going to be so trippy that it'll be.
Completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
It'll substantially add to the game's value. Yeah, exactly. Dino shoot, go boom. Dino go boom.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area.
Oh yeah, watching the radar too, that's something I need to get better about. Because the radar will telegraph things long before they happen. Ooh, Papa Baloo.
Dinosaur call.
Appreciate the sub. Papa Baloo writes, thanks for providing the most insightful hard game and entertainment on the platform. It is my immense pleasure to do so. This is what I was born to do.
Warning. You will now commence the
And I will continue to do so.
Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat.
And then Capcom will abandon it?
Data key secure.
I mean, no, they won't rug pull it or anything like that.
Will cause it to advance.
I think they'll give it a season.
Escort it to the objective. If the data key is destroyed, remain in proximity to repair it. Summoning raptors.
And really, you know, that can be enough.
The enemy team has entered this.
To me, this is the power stone of gaming.
At all times.
It's the kind of game that people talk nostalgically about, but part of that nostalgia is, I think, not acknowledging the difficult practicalities of making those games these days with the sort of expectations people might have.
Escort progress, 20%. I have a warning.
Whoa, that was cool.
A dominator. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur.
Yeah, chew the gum while it has flavor, then spit it out.
Summoning pteranodons.
That's been my approach with most games, actually.
Rest 20%.
At some point, the illusion got broken that... I think, honestly, it was Overwatch 1, now that I think about it. A game where I want to believe that I can, like, collect everything and live in that game. But you have to kind of appreciate that it's... At some point, it's just a monetization platform. That's what it's being used for.
Use the dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies.
You're right.
The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summon raptors.
Another way to think about it is, it's unlikely that you'll play this game for more than a month.
Escort progress.
So why not get Game Pass for a month and let that be the game's lifespan? And you know what? At the end of that month, if you're like, holy shit, I just can't bear the thought of losing Exoprimal, then you can, I guess, either buy another month or just buy the game. And it'll probably be on sale by that point. But, you know, that does make you, I guess, limited to Xbox matchmaking.
Progressed 60%.
Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's doing the missile thing. Did they kill him? I mean, I kind of want to do that. It's easier if you go around behind them, though, but I don't know how to do that on this map. Let me see if I can get away with it.
Stay near the data key to escort it and complete the
Can you
mission.
go around behind? Maybe not. Maybe you just have to...
Your allies are on the offensive.
Oh, come on! Ah! Alright. Well, I'm learning. I didn't know it had that big of a hitbox. Yeah, that's a whoopsie. That's okay. Yeah. People were talking about that last night, Captain, that they're trying to enable crossplay.
Take advantage of this unique aspect and defeat the enemies. The enemy data key has progressed.
That's cool.
8%. The data key has reached the objective. Begin preparations for aerial transfer of the data key. Preparations progress more quickly.
Oh, nice.
The data key. Continue escorting the data key. The enemy data key has progressed 90%. Consider directly attacking enemy exofighters.
I think PvP has a lot more nuance than the people in reviews are saying. I think so too. You can't ever trust a review of multiplayer. And I don't mean that in the maybe more negative way of like games journalists are bad at video games. I mean more in the like, you just have no idea what a game's gonna be like once it's out in the wild. And you have no idea how a developer's going to like tune it. So all you can really do is talk about the potential of multiplayer, and yeah, I guess that's the thing I don't trust reviewers to fully understand. Also, if they're just playing in like review sessions, which is usually how it works. This game had me until I found out it had PvP. You don't have to play PvP, if that makes sense. You can put yourself in a PvE playlist. Now, matches are still your team competing against another team, but in a PvE playlist, you will never interact with each other directly. So you still might lose to the other team. Hey, see?
Behold, the best fighters in this war game.
And the game is, it's interesting because like the first sections give you a boost in the final round, which is the only one that really matters. It's kind of like American Gladiators. So if the PvP doesn't really kick in until the last 5 potential minutes of any match. The thing is though, if the PvP gets really hot, it can go on for a long time, but it's always just like high intensity. Crisis module. Huh? What's a module? Oh, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess everyone watched the American Gladiators documentary and then went and watched a ton of YouTube videos. Because out of nowhere, suddenly YouTube's recommending all these episodes of American Gladiators to me, which is good. The algorithm knows. Look at all this data I got. Okay, modules can be purchased with bitcoins. Modules are items that increase exosuit health, abilities, or other changes that alter performance. Cool. All right. So you can kind of customize your build. Let's see here. Rigs and modules. Rigs are pieces of equipment that add new offensive, repairing, or movement abilities to exosuits. Ugh. Do you get these in loot boxes? Modules enhance or alter the performance of existing exosuit abilities. Okay, so other people might just be better. Oh, okay, you have to pay. So you have to unlock it and then pay coins to also unlock it again. You have to unlock the ability to unlock it. Oh, you have to upgrade the suit. All right. Oh, wow. Increases movement speed when health drops below 40. That seems pretty generous, actually. Whoa. Oh. Boost jump. Boost jump. That might be fun. Just there to be a suit grind? I don't mind that, I guess. It's fun to level things up. Oh. Yep. 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 I mean, okay. Okay, I see. Gosh, if only Halo. Alright. Oh, you can have a little thingy? Yeah, a lot of sellables directly in menus. Let's see here. They're going to be emotes. Yes, there are. I can see them right now. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Capcom has always pushed the boundaries in different ways, though. Like, Western devs do what they do. Capcom sells DLC. It looks so good though, man. Freaking RE Engine. Out there getting it. You don't unlock them by paying real money. Okay, so you cannot purchase Bitcoin.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just enraged.
He does turn to the side. That's the cactar pose. Must have been a fun day in the mocap studio. Oh yeah, we got lore. What am I doing not clicking on this lore? Oh, it's just kind of randomly sprinkled around, huh?
This transmitter, how does it work?
Gee, well, don't ask me.
Yes, Sneaky Lumpia, there are microtransactions. Boy, are there ever. Name something and it's microtransactable.
Time now.
Okay, wait, let's focus on what we do know. We know it transmits between timelines. So, it has to be tied...
There doesn't seem any way to buy game-affecting things.
You brought a piece of Leviathan on board the carrier? You are maniac.
This
How does this compare to
look like a piece
EDF?
of Leviathan. It's more like a Leviathan egg.
The boundaries on the combat are much more narrow. You're not in big open spaces with a vast armory to choose from and like very quirky controls that you have to really learn. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's how this works.
Finally, we're starting to get data from 2040.
Are there
This
game
is
affecting
great,
items?
Sandy.
Yes, but you only acquire them by playing
Sandy, we've talked about
the
this. You can just
exosuit
ignore
that you use them on.
Understood. Professional etiquette now set to non-essential. Orders.
Perfect. Now, Ace, with your exosuit as a relay, we've managed to hook into the island's surveillance network during the war game. And this nonsense, it's happening all over the island. Downtown, the dam, the airport, you name it. Listen to what this bastard was banging on about when we got this image.
Exofighters.
It's fair, I guess, but again, I don't fully understand the
This scenario needs a hostility upgrade. Reload and prepare for incoming dinosaur targets.
don't really know the full extent of it yet.
Leviathan has a 5-alarm hard-on for dinosaurs.
If I had paid $60 for this, I'd be bummed at the amount of extra purchases that are directly in front of me, but I downloaded it through Game Pass,
For some
so
reason, it's fixated on dinosaurs as the ultimate opponent.
it's because they are. Oh, I see. Okay, that just highlights the next thing.
Suit or no suit, I can fight.
I got something for Krieger. Well, it's inventive. A Bokujin skin. How does playing a game on Game Pass affect the overall success of the game, if anyone knows? I don't know if you can really draw a line between that and success, but from the sounds of it, Xbox will pay games to be on Game Pass. Maybe even pay them to skip Sony if they're into that. Ooh.
All right.
And then also, they have a pay per download or pay per license deal in place usually, where the number of people who download and play a game, Microsoft will pay out based on that. What? You only get 3? So yeah, you can pick PvE. Final missions will not feature direct combat with enemy team. I think there's like a I'm gonna guess there's just a laser wall. Like you can still see them, but you can't mess with them or shoot them. Oh, from the perspective of the developer, it's interesting. It seems like the huge developers, the huge publishers, I should say, are worried about Game Pass, but indie tier to like AA tier, everyone seems to love Game Pass. And I think it's all about economy of scale. If Microsoft is guaranteeing 200 grand before a game even launches, then you can basically like fund all or part of a game without having to take a loan or like it allows you to get ahead. It seems like it's what a lot of indie devs have said, that the money that's flushing into them has allowed them to even improve other games and grow their businesses. It's not profitable for Microsoft, Dolly, and I don't think anybody expects it to be. Even Microsoft is not claiming that it is. They're burning money to get market position. Yeah. Yeah. I think as a result of that, it is wise to assume that the price will go up or the features will go down or something. Keen Bean, thanks for the sub. And thank you for the kind words. But yeah. It's gonna have to break even at some point. Hopefully if enough people sign up. It's, you know, the Netflix model.
Welcome to my test facility. I require exofighters for a live combat test. You produced outstanding combat data
Darn
in
it.
the previous
How do you
war.
set your
Keep crushing those efficacy metrics.
Disengaging.
how do you set your default suit? I found it in the beta. It's in some weird spot.
Barrage immolates the competition with widespread incendiaries.
In the hangar, okay.
Let us begin.
We got 2 wizards, 2 barrages, and a tank.
Combat zone. Prepare for battle.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the good comps are for PvE and PvP, because it's almost like you have to transition at some point. Oh, it's a forward jump?
The war
I thought it was going to be straight up.
Have a super day.
I do like having a big laser, though.
Engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Each way. Summoning raptors.
Darn it. Too far away.
Summoning raptors.
This won't be good.
Summoning raptors.
This won't be good.
Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
That's better.
Proceed.
Man, that must have been by seconds, maybe.
Initiating dinosaur call.
Is this Anthem 2.0? I don't know about that. It already runs better than Anthem. Anthem had different goals.
Summoning raptors.
I love seeing them all flip around in the little black hole thing. That's a great. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
This won't be pleasant.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, it was under the plane. Interesting.
Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
Okay, so if you're in the air, you get
Initiating dinosaur call mission.
an upward
Preparing
boost.
combat area. Please wait.
Ooh, the golden kappa. Hey, Sean Guard. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's so gold.
That's better.
So how does that work? Is it like your account just has the golden kappa now? I've heard about this in Legends.
Feel the hell. Burn.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the
Took part in a hype train, and now I have it for 24 hours. Oh, okay, cool. That's how that works. That's neat.
Initiating dinosaur call.
Well, I'm very humbled and honored that you would stop by here in your 24-hour journey and share the golden kappa with all of us.
Summoning a Carnotaurus. Summoning raptors.
Already took that, yeah.
That's better. Feel the hell.
Dinosaur call. The enemy team has progressed to the final mission. Act quickly to close the performance.
So have we, dog.
That's better.
Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat.
Yeah, thank you, Shad.
The first team
That's worthy of breaking the lurk for. I appreciate that.
wins. Do your part and generate robust combat data.
Hands up.
Robust.
Overdrive ready.
It's another call for the final mission.
Has been generated for your team.
This won't
Use it to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies.
I guess I'll go for it.
Pachycephalosauruses.
You want it? Go for it.
Summoning raptors.
Ugh, it's not far enough. Oh no, I can't get back up there. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, I'm not helping. I'm not helping at all. No. Ow.
Dinosaur call. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Summoning raptors. Summoning a Triceratops.
I started to arc down. Okay. Learning more. One of these days I'll actually connect with that weird thing. Gizzard the Lizard Wizard. Thank you very much. Big fan. Appreciate the sub.
Dinosaur call. Follow the Watcher.
Have you
Proceed.
discovered any evidence yet that this is a secret Dino Crisis sequel? Well, there is an NPC that looks like the Dino Crisis lady.
Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy.
But it's not the same
combat
game.
area.
Not that I'm really even that much of an expert. I've never actually played Dino Crisis,
Summon
but
raptors.
This won't be prevented.
all right. Thanks for the platforms.
Summoning Tyrannosaurs.
Wow! And gifted a sub to Sean Guard. Thank you. Wow. Legendary music, legendary generosity. I do love to see it.
Summoning a Carnotaurus. Summoning raptors. Summoning Cephalosaurus. I have awarded the enemy team a dominant. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur.
Where are the... Okay. Yeah, nobody... See, in this situation, like, people should be shooting the Pteranodons. Okay, there we go. Whoa. All right. Shit. Oh, Jesus.
Warning. The enemy team has activated the dominant. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction.
Jesus. Ah! Horrible streams. Thanks for the sub. Most anticipated game this year. Well, I guess it was Zelda. Damn, we're getting wrecked right now. That hasn't come out yet. That's a good question. Yeah, Armored Core 6, I guess. I'm not really feeling Starfield or Spider-Man. Ow. Ah! Fuck. Oh, he's dead. Okay, shit. Wait, why didn't we get credit for it? Huh? What? Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna be fun. Oh, it wasn't the guy.
Dinosaur call. Congratulations. That was a maximally effective battle.
Oh.
Exemplary.
Is this what it's like when you do a PvE finale? Okay, so it's just like 2 PvE rounds.
Generate the quality combat data.
Interesting.
Amped up.
I mean, there's still... I still haven't played Jedi Survivor. Haven't finished the System Shock remake. A lot of good stuff. Dave the Diver came out. I want to put time into that.
Behold,
Slayer's
the
X.
best exofighters in this war game.
Of course. Ooh. Small kills. Gotta finish playing every Armored Core ever made. Now here's the real question. If I do a From Softathon, would that just skip over all the Armored Cores at this point? I think so, because it's really just the confidence and swag to be able to drop in conversation that you've played every From Soft game. Blast Enhancer, now that sounds like my kind of thing. Yeah, I know you did it, Captain. See, that's the thing. I gotta be able to claim that. Blast Enhancer. Oh. Oh, you... Oh, that's interesting. It actually depends by slot what you're allowed to equip. Increases blast radius? Yes, please. Worked at Larian on Baldur's Gate 3 for a month. Keeping quiet about the bear scene almost killed me. Yeah, that really has taken off, hasn't it? Bear sex now occupies a significant portion of people's consciousness.
Ugh. Tell me this is better than it looks, Chief.
Come on, Madge. Who am I talking to? You can get us off this island anytime you want. Shit.
Thank you. Now the truth.
We're screwed. The vortex pushed the jet control system through the red line. The turbine blades shattered from the stress on the port engine. Pieces of it bounced around, wrecked hell on the inside. And then the fuel line caught fire and
crap.
melted the hydraulic system.
Hey, Shivers. Yeah, I'm really liking Exoprimal.
That's not enough for you?
Somebody asked about the HelloFresh code a long time ago.
You and me are going to take apart and put back together everything on this bird.
Users who have used one of your codes in the past on the same account. I'm not sure, Verbose. You can give it a crack, but it usually things like that are only for new accounts, but I would appreciate it if you gave it a try.
Me, Madge.
If you use the code.
3 weeks tops. She's fixed.
2 weeks?
I can shave off 4 or 5 days if you don't mind crashing on liftoff and touchdown. What? It's the deadliest part.
You are wild man, Chief. Sandy, what is our water situation?
With an atmospheric humidity at 85%, our hydration resources are well secured.
And we've got rations and beer. A cooler full. We can do this. What? What? I am not dying sober.
You sound like my grandmother.
Okay, so they're like audio plays. Metal Gear codec conversations. What the? The lower ring expands.
What is this? Are they burying that suit?
Unclear. It's a deeply encrypted photo from an IBS worksite somewhere on Bikatoa. Timestamp is old. Well before the incident. Dating to the earliest days of exosuit development. Now.
You and your conspiracy theories. Go ahead, tell him. I know you're dying to.
Thank you, Sean.
Now, as I was saying, this is Bikatoa. Exosuits were developed here right from the start of the program. Clearly, some poor bloody test pilot took a hit to the chest, and they decided to bury the evidence.
And then took an incriminating photo of it?
Well, I don't know, but look at the thing. It's shredded.
Shoulder frame looks buckled, but the hatch was still open.
I am telling you, somebody died in there. And if so, why have we never heard about these deadly accidents in the exosuit development program?
I've seen exofighters get out of worse than that.
No way. That's thoracic crush damage and a punctured lung at least.
Listen when I tell you. I saw a guy fall off a 6-story building, wrestling a triceratops on the way down. They hit the ground. Bam! Horn went through the chest. And I mean through the chest. What happens? She takes hold of the horn, breaks it off, walks back to where I'm landing the carrier and says, "Chief, mission complete."
And then?
Then she bled all over my hangar and spent a month in the ICU. Exo fighters. You do some crazy shit, but you get back up afterwards.
Someone was asking about the lore. I mean, they're good codec conversations. It's enjoyable. The characters are fun. I don't get... Oh, okay. It's nice to take a little break between missions. It could be... There could be more investment there. It is just still images in VO.
Send
but
a request for assistance.
I mean, at least that's there? Oh, right. Hangar. Add to favorites? Is there a different button? Okay, favorites.
Sure.
Favorites means one thing. Why is it called favorites? Plural, if you can only have one. Alright. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think just DPS is more important. Killing stuff. Okay, I got more grenades, a bigger blast radius. I will kill those dinos. Maximum efficiency. Yeah, what I used to do was roll this guy during the PvE phases and then switch to sniper for PvE. And then I'd move the point and just pick off whatever characters I could, because at that point in the game, people weren't really used to not getting shot by snipers. So sometimes I got to just shoot people until they died. It was great. What do you think about this game? It's fun. It's fun. There's not a whole lot else to it. I think any hand-wringing about price and quality of content is going to be entirely down to the person and the disposable amount of income they have and how much they just want to shoot a bunch of dinosaurs. It is good at shooting dinosaurs. Do you like shooting dinosaurs? Have enough points for a card, but do I wait for the VIP or ban and take that risk? Yes, these are the precarious situations I put you in when you watch my stream. Everyone's a gamer here. No one gets to just kick back. Everyone's involved. This game have bosses. It has like boss style events. I guess every match ends in a boss. Every T-Rex is a boss, if you want to think about it that way. I don't know if it has like giant, ridiculous, huge scale boss fights where you have to like learn patterns and stuff.
Exo Fighters, welcome to the war game. I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. I am measuring good results in the airport area. Your contribution is logged for review.
Defense subroutine activated.
Are you an exo guy or a big robot guy? You're a person inside of a robot suit,
Prepare for transfer to the combat zone.
which you can jump out of if you want. And run around. You die real fast. It's an interesting method of doing class swapping.
Transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly.
Is this your favorite current exosuit? I like it for PvE. I like it for clearing a bunch of dinos.
Dinosaur combat test. Exo Fighters, follow the Watcher.
Some of the exosuits that require a little more finesse, I couldn't quite get the hang of. The samurai one seems really, really interesting.
That's better. Feel the hand.
Summoning Raptors.
Oh crap.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slowly.
No!
Enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed.
This robot needs his data.
Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
This won't be pleasant.
Summoning Raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Nice overhead.
Summoning Raptors.
Alright. That'll work.
Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed.
Yeah, they're already here.
Initiating dinosaur call mission.
That's fine. It's like, what does it amount to? Maybe a half second? Oh, we have a bot on our team too, huh?
Summoning a Carnotaurus.
This won't be pleasant.
Look at all those dinos. Ah!
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
I guess if you start sprinting a little early and just kind of turn around in circles, you can get to your super sprint faster. Reminds you of Evolve. Huh. Yeah, I can see that.
Initiating area defense.
Evolve might have been a little too, like, I don't know. The simple pleasures of this game count to its advantage, I think.
Area near the marker and begin defending.
Evolve was kind of difficult to wrap your head around, I feel like. Which is interesting because I don't know, like Dead by Daylight and all those games where it's like asynchronous cat and mouse kind of games.
Area defense.
Those really caught on. I don't know. Evolve was ahead of its time in a lot of ways. It also like was one of the first games that really put a name on games as service, and was like, yeah, we've got a whole game plan. We're gonna keep this going after launch.
Summoning Pteranodons. Area defense progress 50%. Summoning Raptors. Summoning Pteranodons. Area defense progress 75%.
Let's go Evolve 2. Well, that was Crytek, right? They made Hunt Showdown.
You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow
Which is,
the
I guess,
Watcher.
a PvPvE kind of thing. They still went down that track.
Initiating area defense.
And games of service kind of thing.
Preparing combat area.
Oh, it's Turtle Rock. You're right. I'm sorry.
Defend the specified area.
Turtle Rock made Back for Blood.
Near the marker and begin
It was
defending.
Turtle Rock. Yeah.
This won't be pleasant.
I still think Back for Blood was pretty great.
Summon.
I don't know what people wanted from it.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
I was kind of hoping that I'd get a crew that was super into it, so we could make a pro Back for Blood team. I really like high-level PvE stuff. It's why I like raiding and WoW and things like that, but don't really have a crew of friends that like going that hard in games that, you know, aren't also content platforms, I guess.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summon Raptors. Area defense progress
Yeah.
Enemy team has progressed to the final mission.
Keep that
Act
up.
quickly to close the performance gap. Area defense complete.
Don't think there was a lot of endgame content.
Objectives
I mean,
slowed
sorta.
by the enemy team.
It was the same as Back for Blood, or sorry, it's Left 4 Dead, where you just play the campaigns again, except they had modifiers and stuff. So the end game was playing the campaign with
Brace yourself
a bunch of
for
handicaps and
interdimensional
ridiculously hard
travel.
zombies and stuff like
Prepare
that.
for combat.
And then the randomness of the campaigns too, where they would kind of randomly draw modifiers.
Proximity to the data key will
So I thought they did a good job keeping every campaign
escort to the objective.
a fresh challenge, or making you sort of adapt and try to figure out how to clear, basically. Maybe the problem was the campaigns were too long,
Summoning
especially for a co-op game. You had to play like 4 hours for a chapter. I also liked, it didn't make any sense because no game has really tried to do that in a co-op setting or a multiplayer setting, but the way that you could like save and pick up runs, because based on the multiplier or the modifiers you drew, you may not want to like play a particular campaign, or you're like, I have to retool my deck. Oh, I guess you can't retool your deck in the middle of a run. But my camera's overheating. Oh shit, look at that.
has been generated for your team.
Oh, I can't pause. Thank you for the warning. I don't think, well, I guess it might be overheating. It's not in the sun. I think that's just like a loose cable thing that happens every now and then. It just hasn't happened in a long time. I can fix it in a bit.
Enemy team are dominant.
I think he's vaping. I'm not vaping.
Engaged with the hostile.
Is that what you think whenever my camera turns off?
Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Usually I have to like blow my nose or something.
Take advantage of this unique.
Sometimes I am vaping. But I usually call that out.
The enemy data key has progressed.
I don't know. People probably don't care about that. Oh, it said internal temp too high. Oh, wow.
Your allies
Well, shit.
are on the
Okay, I didn't notice that. Thank you. Okay, well, let's turn the old girl off for a little bit. Okay, yeah, that is hot.
Escort progress. 40%.
Huh. How about that? Well, all right. I guess I'll just take it away for now. Is vaping on cam against TOS? I don't think so. Oh no, I wouldn't. Just FYI, I wouldn't expect anyone in chat to be offended by that or anything, but
Summoning raptors.
I do like to be a little more present and aware for chat when I can be.
The enemy data key.
Yeah, there's some cozier, lower key streams, that's for sure. Seen people vape and not get banned, it's fine. Yeah, it's legal in California. It's not illegal where I am. I think that's usually what governs those sorts of things, and I think that's what's in the guidance is like, I think it's pretty vaguely worded on purpose, but it's like, hey, it's legal where you are, and you're not demonstrating damaging behavior. Like alcohol is legal, but I don't think you can binge drink
The enemy
on.
team has activated the dominant.
Well,
Enemy control.
I guess I actually don't know now that I think about it.
Prioritize.
I think there's a boundary though. I know you can't like exchange money for alcohol. You can't like do shots as a sub incentive or anything like that. It's interesting. The ways that Twitch potentially tries to make it so they're not incentivizing you to jeopardize your health. Because you can do subathons and like stay up forever.
Escort and complete the mission.
All right, let's see if I can.
The enemy team.
They
is
saw me do this.
Fight back.
Ooh.
The data key is badly damaged. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs.
Oh, what?
The data key is being destroyed.
Where's everybody?
Maintain proximity
Fuck you.
to initiate reactivation.
Everybody left! Everybody left, you bastards! They all left the cube! What a botch. I should have just freaking shot at them.
Has progressed 80%. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. Victory
Goody good time. Thanks for the sub. Man, I botched that so hard.
by defeating the enemy team.
Good stuff.
A well-balanced combat. The data key has been destroyed. Maintain proximity.
That didn't even break the
to
cube.
initiate reactivation.
Damn.
Enemy
I got rinsed.
has progressed.
Stop it.
Consider directly attacking enemy exofighters.
What the fuck? Oh, I got stunned. Oh shit. Good shot. Damn, are they gonna get it? I think they're gonna win. Oh well. Oh yeah, because ours is broken. Oh man, we all died at once. They won the PvP fight. So they're gonna win the match. Man, I whiffed it hard. I was not paying attention. I should have been looking at the radar. God, they're not gonna let us just walk back into this.
Quick thinking.
This
Yeah.
loss is unfortunate. Re-envision your successification.
Successification?
Be sure to try it in the next match.
BRB going to chug laxatives and then start stream so I can shit myself on camera and become TikTok famous? That would probably work. I mean, there's probably a lot of people doing that already, though. So you gotta watch out.
Irrefutable victory.
Alright, let's see. Not the best round for me, I'll admit. God, stop. It's probably not going to stay on for too much longer. Are there laxatives for pee? I mean, water? Cool.
This exo fighter, their black box was still functioning.
Oh no, J114. I haven't done the newsletter in a while.
Corrupted?
No. No, it's just...
I lost the ability to email it to people because people started using email for spam.
Yes.
Freaking game attack.
very tender. Sandy, play the file.
Commencing playback.
So I was posting them in the Discord for a while, but I don't know. It got to the point where I was like, well, I can spend like an hour writing this or I can just start streaming. And I never really got a lot of feedback about writing those. Ooh, Klondike Bar. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, it's supposed to be really hot this weekend. We'll see what happens. I love black girls.
It was right there. It's the only way. Hey! Go around it! It's not real! You're not real!
Okay.
I just simulated getting eaten by a dino.
I'd never heard.
Any plans for
I'm
FanFest?
glad we settled this in
Going?
advance. Was
I don't know. I'm
around for
still.
wheels, there's no
I
place
guess
to
they
pass.
finally published a
It's Kansas or
something of a
situation
schedule.
better than this shitty fight club. I am not going to be picky.
No, there's no place like... You know what? Never mind.
I was a mega fan of Hard Nettin', all iterations of it, even the one version with Kryken and Bruce. Ah. Well, I mean, we are doing the Inside Games cast now. I don't really have any bits developed for that podcast yet. I'm hoping the more we do it, I can settle into that.
Me back foot. What you got now?
On a scale of 1 to trouble, we're in trouble. In every war game, Ace really is getting pulled back 3 years into the past. Back to 2040, right before the Stratovator fails. All the data we're pulling
you're not working? Well, I mean, the podcast is
You're
public.
a time traveler.
And Ace isn't the only one. We've all fought dinosaurs.
Yes, there's a bonus podcast that's on the
This is no
Patreon.
random
but-
outbreak. Leviathan is intentionally summoning them as cannon fodder for the wargame. It's frankly obsessed with pitting dinosaurs against exofighters.
But why? And why repeat the same day?
If we can
over
get
and
like,
I'm
if we can
entertaining
get enough
theories.
There
sponsors,
is one thing.
we're getting there actually. We're selling more and more inventory,
Yeah.
and if we can get
Just
placements
getting
on like 1 or 2 episodes a
We all
week,
kind of hope this was all some
we can
sort
probably
of
scale up the amount of stuff we do.
simulation.
I'm hoping that leads to more
Not real.
like Gamescasts, like
Occam's
weekly
razor,
ones.
all that.
That would leave more room for
Commencing playback.
bits and things. Oh, all right. Thanks, Jay. I can see you getting there.
It's not possible.
How many times has Dino Crisis been mentioned in chat? I think twice.
I'm guessing he didn't fix that with a bandage and a lollipop.
Yeah. Until we know more, we have to assume that fighting is the only sure way
Patreon
to
link?
stay
I think if you use the Patreon command,
Must find a way to reach
it'll link to the
outside
Inside
world.
Games. Here, let me
Magnum's
see.
the only friend we've got right now. Maybe if we keep sharing
Blam.
info, we can find a way out of this.
Exofighters, prepare for dimensional integration in 10 minutes.
We get it. All right, Ace. Wish one of us could share the load, but try and stay alive, eh?
Share the load. Okay, that's the mystery that I solved. Okay, interesting. There's potential of other cool in-engine cutscenes based on those menus. That's very exciting.
You better not die before I'm back to 100%.
Equip. Oh, okay. I see. Gotta equip the MVP one. Oh! Oh! Yeah! My power increases. Yeah, Silent. I agree. I thought the Diablo 4 ending was pretty cool. It's not super definitive. I didn't expect it to be, because it's, you know, not only is the franchise ongoing, but it's a games of service game. But I thought it was classy. It ended like most Diablo games do. The Wanderer. I need to dedicate a day to just going around and getting all the Shrines of Lilith. I'll probably roll a new character for Season 1. I think a lot of people probably are at that point right now. I didn't do all the side quests, because those are going to reset. And if you keep playing Diablo 4, you're going to get so sick of doing the like first 3 or 4 side quests. I guess if you really get pro at it, you'll just learn the stuff to do, which probably doesn't involve questing. I don't know if the experience of doing those is worth it. Just mashing through all the dialogue. You can skip the story, which is kind of interesting. I guess you just have access to the whole world map when you roll level 1, but you don't have... I guess you don't have a horse? Maybe you have a horse if they let you skip the story.
This is a two-team
Can you cast Patreon videos? They're all YouTube, so yes.
Enemy team. The first team to complete all
Some of the earliest ones I uploaded direct to
winning team
to
will
YouTube.
be eligible for
Or sorry, directly to Patreon, so maybe not. Lag Makes Me Sad is redeemed to Gamer Stretch. Excellent.
improve their performance through competition. Compete to win and compete to live. Compete to achieve research excellence.
Okay. Glizzy Maniac's on the team. I think we got it made.
Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Prepare for battle.
Not being able to play this yet is leaving me dinosaur.
Complete.
I love it.
The war game will begin
Incredible.
shortly.
Dynamic, magical.
Have a super day.
Yeah, I played BattleBit a little bit, Kraus.
You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher.
How is it playing with random teammates? I don't know enough about the game to get annoyed at random people yet.
Initiating dinosaur
I got
charge.
that croissant for you.
Preparing combat. Retreat. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors.
Quick thinking. This won't be good. Run.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
Dinos.
Summoning raptors.
This won't be good. Burn.
Hey, Kraus, yeah. Somebody was just saying this game is reminiscent of Evolve.
Summoning raptors.
I get it. Makes sense.
This won't be good. Burn.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
Oh, it's just
Proceed
right here.
to next mission.
Okay.
Initiating dinosaur call. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh. Damn, okay.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives
Hey, Bruce.
faster than the enemy.
I'm gonna be playing for a while, but I think we might still be stuck on the matchmaking thing.
Combat area.
I've had some people in chat that have been able to join just by matchmaking at the same time, but I don't know if you want to try that.
Summoning pteranodons.
It's so hot, dude. My camera already shut off because it's too hot in here. Yeah, I guess they're working on crossplay.
Summoning raptors.
I guess you got a code for Steam, right? Okay. I don't know, as Twitch rich as I am, I don't know, something feels weird about paying $60 for this, so I'll hold off. The utter tragedy is that I actually asked for an Xbox code
Objectives faster.
because I wanted to get it unlocked before it came out on Game Pass because I thought that's what people would be playing on. So I have an Xbox code now.
Call mission. Preparing combat area.
But that doesn't help at all. I asked for that before I knew about the matchmaking thing. Maybe they'll get like
Raptors.
crossplay, actual full crossplay in a week's time. And we'll both be pros at it by then.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Brachiocephalosauruses.
Dino Pro. It is hot here, yes. My like forearms are sitting in pools of sweat on my. I remember this. We had such a gentle spring.
Dinosaur
Right now it's getting hot.
You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
Man, we've been ahead this whole
Follow the
time.
Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur colony.
You seen it was broken until today. Swamp ass was gnarly.
Summoning
Swass.
Triceratops.
Damn, guys. That was fast.
You are completing objectives faster.
You queue with other people playing through Game Pass. Yes. My limited understanding is that the game supports crossplay through matchmaking,
You will now
but you can't invite players on other networks into your friends list and queue with them.
interdimensional travel.
So it's like half.
The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance.
Yeah, weird situation. And reminds me that I really need to
Remain in proximity to
I need to investigate that as thoroughly as possible before deciding what platform to play on.
you are
The good news is though is that I have already gotten
stay alert at all times.
okay, well that's probably gonna load at some point. Yeah.
Summon rapid.
At some point it'll tell me how many achievement points I got, so
Summoning
that's always nice. This dude is so huge.
Summoning
Like it's actually better for me to be on the high ground.
raptors.
Okay, this isn't so bad. It's actually hard to aim around.
Escort products.
Bro, like nobody can fit up there. All right.
I have awarded the enemy team a dominator. They may invade with a hostile.
No caffeine. This is not sponsored. If that's the implication.
The enemy data key has progressed 20%. Summoning Pteranodons.
I got a code for this game that I didn't even use.
The dominator.
So you figure that one out, I guess.
Prioritize its destruction. The dominator has been generated for your team. Use the dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. Escort progress 40%. Summon raptors. The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summoning Pteranodons.
Oh, you didn't see a lot of hype around it? Yeah, it's a kind of a lower profile game. I played the beta and really liked it, so
Summoning.
it's out. Is it any good? Selling it on Game Pass. It is a good version of what it is. That may not work for you though, but I sure do like shooting dinos. I am personally a fan of this specific mix of PvE and PvP. I've always been a little baffled by PvP games like Dead by Daylight or even like Battle Royales, where 90% of the time you're not really playing PvE. You're playing a single player game with PvP implications. Even MOBAs were kind of like this. The mix is cool, but it was always baffling to me that you would play like one kind of game and then completely swap whenever a player is around. So I like games like this where you have something to do the whole time that is still playing the game, and then the manner of interacting with the enemy team or fighting them is the same thing. You're still shooting and jumping. It's not like the game suddenly becomes a puzzle game. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, he's ulting. Oh. There we go.
You're a trained professional.
That's good cover right there.
Victory is near. Demonstrate exemplary combat ability by defeating the enemy team. The enemy data key has progressed 80%.
Are all the classes available from the start? No. There are suits in every class. So like whatever role you want to play, you can find one that's like that. But some of the characters are locked behind a pay gate. I don't even know if you can earn the characters in game. You might be able to.
Exofighters are near the data key. Continue escorting the data key.
But there's certainly a big purchase icon on some of them.
Data key transfer preparations.
This dude just letting me mortar the shit out of them. That's
Aerial
awesome.
transfer will be initiated soon.
Oh no! Oh no! No, a triple! Oh no, a triple!
Combat test complete.
Uh,
Gaming. All objectives before becoming a team. Your team is victorious. Repeat, you are victorious.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh baby, I think my webcam was covering that. The kill feed was pretty beautiful.
Explosions.
Yeah.
Music to my ear.
Look at this duo.
Behold, the best.
Sure would be cool if I could play with my friends on Steam. Maybe if I earn enough achievements, I'll unlock it. The suits actually look cool. I think they do. It is that kind of anthem-y combination of biological curves and mechological shit. What does selection bonus mean? Is it just because I picked random instead of picking PvE or PvP? And wouldn't give you a bonus for being a fill? I don't know. I do like this music. Somebody mentioned that it sounded like the Mass Effect map, and I agree. Oh, I like that one. Boost grenade. Does it make you move fast? Huh. Interesting. Paying full price and they still lock, that seems not great. I agree. It is not great. But then again, I didn't pay full price.
Only just I can dope him up real good.
Is it like
The headhunters was only a ghost story.
it's weird to me how people
What? Hunters?
and this happened with Redfall 2. People refuse to acknowledge that you can't own the game, but you can play it and access it for less than $60.
You best be careful, Ace. Your spine looks ripe for the plucking.
I guess people refuse to make that comparison because they want to reinforce that there's a difference between renting and owning.
I mean, even Majesty likes the Aussie.
And everyone uses the retail price to like judge the merits of a game.
Together. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like, I'm not ignorant. I know that like that makes it sound worse. So if you're like $60 for this crap, yeah. But it's not really, is it?
Oh dear.
Sure you do.
I really think the subtext of all of it is that people are bought into systems, but they don't want to acknowledge that.
Game was held.
Whether it's PlayStation or Steam or whatever, people are occasionally made to spend more to stay in the ecosystem they like. And that's what every like Apple kind of perfected that. And that sucks. Like that sucks, but when you have taken other ecosystems out of the equation, you're inviting overpaying onto yourself. So I don't know. To me, it's a bit weird to explicitly exclude that. Just a tail, a bushy tail. Ooh, this music. The Gamba music is pretty good. I like these jazzy breaks. I'm fine with Starfield being $10 if it takes 1 month of Game Pass to beat. That's value. I'm sure you could finish Starfield in a month of semi-casual play. Now, as far as seeing everything in the game, I don't know about that. I don't know if everything in the game is worth seeing, but we'll see. Oh, you have to click on it to clear the thing. Okay, so some of them are... Wait, these are B, though. I thought it was A, B, and C, but no? Fish for 100 hours? You can't fish! People at Bethesda couldn't carve out the time to add fishing.
It has been 3 years since Ace joined the Hammerheads.
Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, it says right there, this option grants 1.2. Paid DLC. I mean, there will be a mod within the week for fishing, but yeah. Fishing will be added in the 20th anniversary edition. And that's only because they'll collaborate with a modder. Oh yeah, Cyber, I'm feeling pretty good. I was a little worried last night, but I think I got the Tylenol in right at the right time. It's weird. I could feel it like, it's almost like there's a cutoff where above that in terms of headache intensity, it just runs away from me and just gets terrible, terrible, terrible. But it was kind of like below that most of the evening. So it was kind of there, the head pressure and stuff. But I was like, I think this is safe. Every other time I've tried to ride it out, it always just builds and builds and builds and it's terrible. So I'm pretty proud that I was able to read it this time. And that I took stuff early enough. Sometimes I put it off. For some reason I thought this was a Destiny type game but with dinos. I mean, it is the Gambit mode from Destiny. Yeah, there haven't been any new maps yet, like at all. It's just been the hangar and then that downtown area. And then I think there's one more. I was hoping there was like a whole slew of maps that were not in the beta,
Welcome to my test facility. I require exofighters for a live combat
maybe
test. You were the best fighter in the
We'll patch that in
war
later.
game. Good job.
Now
Show me
this
more of the
is
same.
lit. Now this
Keep up if you can.
Oh, we got 3 of them? Oh, maybe I'll be somebody else then. We don't have a tank. We don't need a tank right away, actually. I'll only switch to... Well, maybe we need healing, though.
Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Have a super day.
Damn, Skywave is the best, though. Skywave can actually do DPS. Or sorry, no, this one is the best. Okay, whatever.
Interdimensional transfer complete.
You guys better kill everything.
Will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now
Heals
engage
allies.
in a dinosaur
Critical
combat
spinning
test.
thrust.
Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Riverside Park is home to the
Gravity
iconic
laser.
statue
Okay.
of the goddess Vikitoa. Transmission interrupted.
Gravity well.
Initiating
Stop all
dinosaur
enemy
culling.
movement. Okay.
Preparing combat area.
Shit.
Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors.
Oh wait, we have a tank now. Darn it. Alright, well.
Dinosaur call complete. Follow the Watcher.
Cooking.
Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area.
This way.
Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors.
Hey, that's cool. They aimed up. Damn, all right.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than
Chill, yeah. Weirdly, Gambit is not brought up as much.
Proceed.
People have said like Warframe and Evolve. It's literally Gambit, which I like. I like Gambit.
Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Damn it.
Summoning
Bad.
raptors.
There you are. Damn, these guys are good.
Dinosaur call.
Just don't like Destiny PvP. Oh, Crucible?
Than the enemy team.
Yeah, Crucible,
Dinosaur call.
I don't mind as much as normal PvP, if that makes sense.
Summoning Tyrannosaurus.
Because they, to me at least, they do a good job of like making the stakes pretty low.
Summoning raptors.
Some people get pretty sweaty about it, but I don't mind. Like most of the, I guess there are some completion things, some exotic quests that require specific accomplishments or efficiency in Crucible, and I don't touch those. But I don't mind like doing some brain off Crucible matches where I'm just easy targets for people. Whatever, they can farm kills on me if they want. As long as it's just like we just need people to go into Crucible so that there's fodder for people to matchmake with. I kind of don't mind being the fodder. Because at least the rounds move quickly.
Dinosaur call.
Oh, both Crucible and Gambit. I see.
Objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow
You tried it once and got your ass beat instantly? What, Crucible or Gambit?
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Prepare to combat.
There's some really long-term exotic quest I have in Destiny that like requires a certain kind of win efficiency in Gambit. Frick, you moved too fast. And I don't know. We'll see if that ever happens.
Summoning raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
I wonder if there's a way to see the attack boost.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the
Gambit could just lead to a steamroll?
Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur.
Yeah, I suppose so. But at least steamrolls were fast.
Summoning a Triceratops.
So if it was clear you were gonna lose, you had to be there for maybe like 5 minutes.
Summoning raptors.
What I hate are the steamrolls that last like 30 minutes.
Summoning raptors.
AKA every MOBA.
Dinosaur call.
Hey, Caffeine 2001. Thank you very much for the sub.
The enemy team.
I do love caffeine. I'm sipping on a cold brew right now, actually.
Warning. You will now commence the final mission.
I need to dump some ice into it. I need to dump ice on everything.
Prepare for combat.
Surprised the camera hasn't shut off again yet.
The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance.
Proximity to
Escort
the
it
data
to the
key.
objective.
So
If the data key is destroyed, remain in
now I might want to swap to a support.
Summon raptors. Warning, the enemy team has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times. Skyward can provide combat support from above by debuffing enemies. Summoning Tyrannosaurus.
That's better.
Summoning.
Hey, Nimble Walrus.
Summoning.
Gifting 5 subs there. Appreciate that. Happy Friday to you, Nimble. Getting us a chunk towards another all-night media tech.
20%.
Based on the increased prominence of MediaTek and the fact that I'm low key, asking people to pay for more of it, I've been investing a little more time into clipping out some stuff. Oh, what the fuck? All right, that must have been a It must have been a super. Okay, yeah, it was the bomb guy's super. God damn it! He killed all of us. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Just like Diva's ultimate, you know? Everyone's gonna wipe to it early game.
Data key has progressed 20%. Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. The Dominator has been generated for your team.
God.
Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Dominator activated. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemies. Your allies are on the offensive of the enemy team.
Well, that kind of sucked, not gonna lie.
Summoning Pteranodons. Escort progress, 40%. The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summon Raptors.
Okay, I saw a random explosion and I thought we were getting flanked again.
Summon Raptors.
Oh, does this thing heal too? Oh, it does. Okay, you can give people bonus health. I think I learned that before in Try.
Escort progress, 60%. The enemy data key has progressed 60%. Summoning Raptors.
The enemy team invades only as dinos. For a while. But we actually converge on the same spot in the map. So that's the enemy team over there, rounding the corner. In the PvP mode, both teams share the same map for the final part of the level. So you can run around and go to the enemy team's track and mess with them, or you can push your own cart. Very straightforward fundamentals there.
Escort progress, 80%.
Repairing.
Wow. Ah! I walked into the fire. Man, I'm a dummy. Yeah, that's why it's identical to Gambit. Man, we are just getting wipes for these team fights. Every time, man. They didn't even use an ultimate that time. We just got freaking murdered. Oh boy, now we're gonna trickle. I'm gonna wait for these two dudes. They should wait for the others, but they're not going to. Oh, one's a sniper. Fantastic.
Enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat.
Fuck, man. My team did not do something. I think they both got killed already, or they all got killed. Oh, there's somebody. Appreciate the lack of revives, everybody. That's cool. It's gonna be like that.
Is badly damaged.
It's gonna be like that.
The data key has been destroyed.
We don't have any tanks either.
Maintain proximity to initiate reactivation.
So yeah, I think team comp is gonna matter at the end, and then nobody's going to adjust. That's kind of how this is gonna go.
If the data key is destroyed, remain in proximity to repair it. Combat test complete. The enemy team fulfilled its objectives.
Yeah.
You are defeated.
There's probably going to be a lot of that. Of just people going like sniper and DPS only. And then refusing to adjust at the end. Because we had no tank. And then also their Grenadier just wiped us a couple times. So yeah, that'll probably be a big thing in Exoprimal.
Play the competition.
I guess that's the shame really, is that you can play the whole match and not know that your team is really bad until the very end. I guess you have all the indications about how fast you're killing stuff. Wish Diablo 4 could be on Game Pass? Well, your dreams might be true soon enough. We'll see what happens. Reminds you of pubs and Overwatch? It does. When it's team versus team, that dynamic does feel very much like Overwatch, where it's like you just see how people play and what they're doing and how they react to things, and you just kind of know it's just going to be this. But at least it's fast.
Hi.
The PvP portion of that was basically 2 team fights that were just completely one-sided, and then they won. But you can also not play that. You know, you can queue for PvE only where that never happens. So, it's up to you. I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back. See you soon.
Between game and simulation.
Okay, back. Oh. Why is the camera? Did it? Oh, it must have turned off while I was gone. That's interesting. Okay. Hold on. Let me add a disclaimer command to the title. Okay. The last time I did that, it's because I had COVID. This time it's because my camera's overheating. I did this before when I was playing Quake 4. Yeah, I remember that. What a sauna that was. Definitely felt like I was in some kind of weird alien planet. All dank and humid. Oh, Magical Girl Ann asks an important question. When are you playing Senran Kagura Titty Ninjas again? Good question. I do like those games. For more than the obvious reasons. What's the most recent Senran Kagura game? Is it still Bon Appetit? I have that Switch game, Reflections, that I never played. What we got here? Oh yeah, there was the pinball game. Ecchi Pinball. I could play that. Neptunia Cross Senran Kagura : Ninja Wars. Yeah, that... Wait, that came out in 2021. Okay. So there was a Hyperdimension Neptunia crossover. I played that first. I remember playing Hyperdimension Neptunia when it came out. And I was like, man, this game's trash. Fucking compile hard, man. I mean, it was cozy in a way. I think I reviewed it, actually.
Fighters, welcome to the war game. I am
that franchise should not still exist.
Intelligence, Leviathan.
Jesus.
You showed great potential during your previous outing in the downtown area. I anticipate even better data this time.
Yeah, see, there's some Capcom logos here, implying not Xbox. We're getting VTuber Lawrence. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I can try to load that back up. Wait until after this match, though. I keep forgetting to set my other emote. Wanna blow 'em all sky high.
Transfer you to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
Man, I could go full slob mode if I turn on the VTuber.
Interdimensional transfer.
It should be all set up already.
The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur.
Hey, Dr. Spaceman.
Exofight.
Happy Friday.
Follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Summoning raptors.
I wonder if my personality would change if I were behind an avatar or something. Because if I look up to my stream monitor and I see like a certain type of character and I know that that's me, I feel like it would influence the way that I act, even if I'm not thinking about it, and also even if it happens over a long enough time. That'd be a fun sociological experiment, to go full VTuber and then compare the VOD of like the first week you do it to being 6 months into it. Or just back to being on a webcam and seeing if it's different. I feel like most people change even if they don't mean to. Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. It's an effect I even noticed when I was doing my COVID recovery streams, which could have just been part of recovering from COVID, but it did feel different. Which is interesting. I feel like then that becomes a process. You kind of create your avatar and then you tune it in reverse based on how you feel watching yourself act as that person. I'm sure VTuber artists are well ahead of me on this topic. I'm just kind of, giving words to it as I'm experiencing it. In whatever small version I am. Dual Paw, thank you for gifting a sub.
Summoning
to Mr. Blue Sky. I haven't heard that song in a long time. But I'm thinking about it now.
Dinosaur call.
Huh. People embody slightly different personalities when they speak a second language.
Follow the Watcher.
That also kind of makes sense.
To next mission.
Your path through your own feelings and translating that into language.
Please wait.
If you have a different set of words, you're going to feel a different sort of journey through that meaning.
Summoning raptors.
Sometimes that's why this is maybe a very direct example, but it's always really cool when you discover that there's a word in another language for a sensation or an idea that you've had and never had the words to describe. They're like, oh no, there's another group of people that know that so much they put a word to it, so they can talk about it and give it form. Things like Schadenfreude. Nanar.
Dinosaur
Taco.
You are completing
yeah, Baka.
Slower than the enemy team. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat.
Baka.
Please wait. Summoning a Triceratops.
That's something this samurai sword dude would say for sure.
Feel the hellfire.
It's interesting because this game has the frame pausing that's so Capcom. When you land a shot with that back cannon, there's actually like a Final Fight style hit pause, whatever it's called. There's a word for it. Dimmy gifted 10 subs. Okay, thank you very much, dude. Does this game have any Titanfall vibes? Yeah. I think there's a comedy about the lore and the world itself that feels kind of Titanfall. The, like, future big corporations have trivialized human life in a weird way, or work is a commodified product that it's extracted from people. I wouldn't say it moves as fast as Titanfall. And it certainly isn't as, like, story-wise, it isn't as profound as something like Titanfall 2. It's also not a single-player game at all. And the multiplayer is very different. So, yeah. But the vibes are there, I guess. Got some vibes. So stun just does damage. It's just a damage grenade.
You are
It says stun.
faster.
I've never seen it stun anything. Maybe it stuns minion enemies, but I think it just kills them instead.
Warning. You will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for
Another dimension. Not too many similarities, no. Not really.
has progressed to
But vibes. Vibes potentially.
close the performance gap. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate
Aesthetically,
robust
still no. The mechanization in this game is very organic. Whereas Titanfall's robots are very chunky. They move smoothly, like they're not rickety robots, but they're very industrial. Whereas there's a lot of, like, you see the spines and the little, like, carbon muscle groups under them.
enemy team are dominant.
Yeah.
They may
This is an interesting. Okay, so this is a PvE match.
summon raptors. Area defense progress 25%.
I guess there's still dominators. I was about to say, reasonably speaking, in a PvE finale, there's really no smart thing the other team can do to win. If it's just kill a bunch of enemies, I guess you just play PvE well.
Area defense
So in this situation, like, maybe more tanks would be good to just straight up keep the dinosaurs off the point so you don't lose capture time. I don't know. Just spitballing. Also, if it's a PvE finale, that means I don't need to save my super for the enemy team. Maybe I can actually kill something with it. Man can dream.
summon raptors. Area defense progress 75%. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus. Area defense.
Tried playing Lost Planet 2 the other month only to find out they killed it. Does it not even launch?
Proceed.
Oh wait, 2 is the one that didn't... 2 didn't have a campaign, did it? I was hoping they were going to develop Lost Planet into more of a big single-player thing, but nah, I went the Monster Hunter route. Given that Monster Hunter was like the only game working for them at the time, I can't blame them, but it was also kind of a bummer.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Literally unplayable on Steam, can't launch it. Oh my god. It was just multiplayer only though, right?
25%.
Maybe I'm misremembering that. And then 3 kind of had a campaign.
That's better.
Summon raptors. Summoning pteranodons.
Are there 2 points?
Summoning echinoderms. Area defense progress 50%.
Wait, did I just launch myself with a grenade? Can I do that?
Area defense progress
Whoa!
75%. Summoning pteranodons.
I can't see it.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
What? I fell. I fell. I tripped. You really should be trying to get us off the point.
Area
Oh,
defense.
what happened? Oh, we won.
Proceed to next.
Oh no, we didn't win.
His death will be repaid. Thanks, bud.
A Dominator has been generated for your team.
It's too high.
To commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies.
There we go.
The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize destruction. Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission progress.
Ah,
Summon Raptor. Summoning Pteranodons. Area defense progress 25%. Summoning a Carnotaurus.
I keep forgetting to hit the flash grenade, actually. I'm losing that damage buff, too.
Area defense progress.
Got another one?
50%. Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning a Triceratops. Area defense progress 75%.
God damn! There's so many dinos, you guys!
Summoning Pteranodons. Area defense. Test complete.
That was pretty cool.
Well done. It is my pleasure to analyze your data.
Oh, Lost Planet 2 ran on Windows Live.
Effective
Oh, I
results
kind of
for
remember that.
future engagements.
Oh, I should emote. Nice. You could barely drive home today because your steering wheel was burning your hand. That was a pretty common thing in Texas, I remember. Usually there was a part of the steering wheel that would be shaded, so you could only hold that part of the wheel. Oh, hey.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game.
Sometimes it comes up Law Dog. I was putting in some work there. Hey, the victory bonus was only 1.3. Interesting. So you get more experience if you play PvP. Impact reduction. I wonder if that's just defense. Oh. This is going to be interesting because you really have no concept of how many matches you have to play to get all the story. Cool. So what was the other one? Oh, what is this? Yeah, there's stuff you can buy in the store already. Just right in the menus. All right. Oh yes, of course. More lore. Yeah, this is kind of nice. Little break time.
Exosuit, eh? A system so advanced, even the pilots need an upgrade.
It's worth it. I could never go back to manual control systems. Only a direct neural link is fast enough for controlling an exosuit in combat. What was it like for you, huh? Getting your bypass put in.
Oh, I had terrible headaches for a week. Like nails being hammered into the back of my head. It's a minor, barely invasive surgical procedure, they say. Yeah, right.
I didn't get headaches. I just couldn't sleep on my back for a while. I wasn't used to that feeling of pressure, you know, inside your neck. Still, worth it. I would have gone through anything to become an exofighter.
No, Ace, no, don't even start. We've all heard the story about how you woke up during the procedure. Look, don't get me wrong, it's a great story. You just tell it too much.
So, you're not going to get yours removed?
Ah, well, you know, I may not be an exo fighter anymore, but I mean...
That's kind of interesting.
I probably should, really.
It's a fun way to imply narrative on behalf of a character that doesn't talk. That's kind of cool.
This goddess.
Oh, this one's got pages.
Bikatoa.
What the heck?
Am I crazy, or does that look like an exosuit?
It does. And look what she's fighting.
Oh my gosh, the
What
deep
have we
lore.
got ourselves into here?
Fighting dinos. The central mural within the temple's east quarter depicts a legend of the goddess Bikatoa fighting off a threat to her people. They rush to the temple away from the monsters that could... Wow! Ooh, digital melancholy! Gifting 10 subs. Thank you very much. I think with... I'll take the edge off the WoW there. Oh, it's... Oh crap, it's 420.
Gaming.
Yeah. Nice. Good job, everybody. We did it. We don't always do it, but we did it this time. And that's great. Good job. Good job. I wish I had a... I don't have just clapping. I go, this is kind of a 420 sound. Let's just do... Damn, that's loud. I thought it was going to be loud. I had to turn it way up for Exoprimal. It's just kind of quiet. Sorry for the bass jump scare there. That had a resonance to it. Yeah, that makes me wonder that E is going to be really loud now, isn't it? Okay, let's try it.
E.
Ooh. This is rumbly.
E.
All right, that's good. Yeah, that's kind of it, right? There's even 4 of them. 4 E's. E's the, like, second letter in the alphabet. So that's 420. Anyway, Bikatoa Ruins mural. We're learning about history here. They rush to the temple away from the monsters that come from the jungle. It is intriguing that only Bikatoa Island, of all South Pacific island cultures, displays this kind of dragon slayer mythology. Bikatoa appears and struggles against the darkness. She hurls lightning from her spear, and the monster is defeated. The people rejoice and make votive offerings at the river. Neat. She's got garter belts on. She's wearing heels because her legs are like pointed. Interesting. Where was this? What's the implication here that I found a weathered tapestry on my mission?
Okay, right. No more of that. I'm not doing that again.
You're back already?
What do you mean, already? I've been out in that jungle for 4 bloody hours. Fluids I didn't sweat, the mosquitoes sucked out of me. I'm a husk.
I have
Wow.
a gaping hole in my rectus abdominis.
What?
Chief is doing a 300-point electrical check.
Crowbar hand.
Ace is
Thanks for the
being
sub
raised
and the...
this
E.
time to fight dinosaurs. You want us to feel sorry about the walk in the woods?
Yeah, all right, granted.
Did you find anything we could use to get off this island?
There's nothing left out there. Well, a bit. Look at this.
What am I looking at?
It's a picture of a fallen piece of the Stradivarius cable. It looked infested with these components. I was checking out the blast damage, wondering why the whole thing came down, when I spotted them.
I don't recognize this. What is it for?
It beats me, but Bikatoa is sealed off from the outside world. Dinosaur breakouts across the globe. I get the feeling this is connected to it somehow.
An interesting theory. I am Paperclip. Thank you very much for the sub. Always good to have a paperclip in your corner. On your page. Lorenzo's sister. Oh, we're gonna get character lore now. Well, okay.
Tired.
You have been working hard. Are you hungry or thirsty?
My mouth's as dry as a cat's asshole. The water coming out of the condenser tastes like a gym sock, and I can't calibrate with a beer in me.
Look on the bright side. At least we are alive.
Yes, Andy. We're alive. We're survivors. What do you think, Sandy? About living and dying?
Please, rephrase the question.
Let me tell you what I think. The thing about living is, there are two kinds of people. One kind goes out and makes the most of their lives. They get educated, work hard, try to change the world. Then one day, bam! They get hit by a car or get cancer, I don't know. The world kills those people as a lesson to the rest of us. The world doesn't want to be changed. Anyway, there lives the other kind of people. Us. The assholes who just get by. Did I ever show you this?
I do not recall having seen it.
That's my little sister, Haruka. Half Japanese from when my old man remarried. She was a great kid. Had an IBS career she actually liked, you know. Smart enough to figure her own life out. My little sis.
She was that first kind of person.
And she might just have changed the world. Except I got this call from IBS HR one day. Are you the surviving relative of Haruka Lorenzo? That's how I found out. Turns out she'd have been killed in one of the first dinosaur outbreaks.
Ooh.
No exo fighters. Nobody to help her. Didn't even get to bring her body back. We buried a reef at sea. I think about her sometimes.
I am sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Sandy. Feels good to talk about it. What on the earth?
Chief, it happened again!
Oh, God damn it.
They're playing the, it's interesting because they're playing the character drama pretty straight. Even though the game is about dinosaurs tumbling out of warp zones, there's still, like, direct character drama going on. I think, okay. Okay, I guess this is, yeah. It's funny because I was musing about not having a gauge about how fast this goes, but there's straight up a percentage there. I'm kind of really liking this. The story breaks are really nice. And by the time you're done listening to the lore, you're like, okay, I could shoot some stuff. It almost reminds me of the pacing of a JRPG, where it's like, you play a boss fight or you play a dungeon, and then you switch to story mode and you're just kind of thumbing through text. So it's this good TikTok of game modes, even though they're pretty separate. You watch a little drama, and then you run around in a dungeon and open some treasure chests and do some fights, cast some magic. 14, but with dinosaurs? Yeah. I guess cutscene-oriented gameplay has been the mainstay of games for a while. I think it's more the extended portions of each. The drama whiplash barely even registers on the 1 to anime scale. I think it works. I think the gameplay is goofy enough. It would be too goofy. Especially since you're basically going to the lore as a break from the game.
To my test facility, I require
so,
exofighters
having a different tone for the story
your metrics
is a nice change.
Other fighters in the previous war game. I desire a repeat performance.
Is that guy a baddie? We assume so, yeah. We don't know why he's doing what he's doing. Or it, I should say. Why they. DJ Kento, thanks for the sub. Yes, a great weekend to everybody. Hope you're all having a good time out there. Enjoying your Friday.
Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Have a super day.
Well done.
Got some pizza? All right.
Interdimensional transfer complete.
Pizza's
The
good.
war game will begin shortly. Have a super day.
I'm ahead on my calories for the day.
In a dinosaur combat test.
Might even be room for pizza.
Exoplaners, follow the Watcher. Moving this way, we come to Riverside's basketball court.
What?
Transmission interrupted. Initiating dinosaur collision.
He sounded a little chuffed about the basketball court there.
Summoning raptors.
Well done.
Calories don't matter if you don't count them. Oh, my body sure does though.
Dinosaur call.
I would believe me.
You are completing objective.
I wish we could come to terms on this, me and my body.
Follow the Watcher.
But they're pretty unyielding on this part, which is to say if I eat things, I will get fat as hell instantly.
Preparing combat area.
Whirly Bird, thanks for the sub.
Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors.
That's okay though. I've actually I've talked about this before, but I kind of rounded a corner on some things, I think. Long story short, LA tap water was actually messing up my stomach and making me think I was hungry when I wasn't, because it would agitate my stomach, and then my brain misinterpreted that as hunger.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. Preparing combat area.
Ran the total wrong way.
Summoning pteranodons.
That's a new one. It's weird. Bodies are weird, man.
Thanks, bud.
So since basically fixing my water, I've been shocked at how satisfied I can feel on certain amounts of food. I have to be very clinical though and measure everything.
Dinosaur cull.
Basically have to treat my body
Completing objectives faster than the enemy.
like a science subject, but I have to prescribe food to. Food is like medicine. For me, I smoke all this marijuana and it makes me think, you know what? Everything tastes great. Then I have to eat it because of the marijuana I chose to partake in. Yeah, munchies can be a diet destroyer.
Preparing combat area.
I'll share a little top tip I picked up from the legend himself, Matt Peak.
Specified area.
What you want to do is have a meal prepared or easy to prepare, and have the meal be good stuff. And you can sort of plan getting baked around your meal time. So basically, you time it so that you're sober up, your munchies hit when you would have a meal anyway, and then you already have your healthy meal on hand. And since, like you said, everything tastes good, you'll be on cloud 9 eating like chicken breast and broccoli, as long as it's well prepared, of course. But you do that when you're sober, so you don't have to worry about it.
Summoning.
But yeah, and then you can get through that phase without making a lot of impulsive decisions and still enjoy yourself. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I didn't even really think about it. So basically, I plan out my day, because if I don't know, if I just try to work it out based on how I feel, I will always massively overeat. I think now it's now that I've fixed my water, my thinking is as long as I eat as little as I possibly can to stay alive, mentally anyway, that's what puts me at the healthy amount of food. But any I'll have this little treat, not allowed. None of that.
You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Maybe a little treat would be a half orange or something like that. Takes about 15 minutes. Yeah, I know. Believe me,
Combat area.
I've heard the.
You must defend the specified area.
I've heard all the.
And begin defending.
What is it? Homespun wisdom. But you're right. There is that too.
Keep that up.
Even accounting for that, though, the gap in time between what you eat and what you feel.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
That is something that's fun to like intentionally play with, to try to intercept the decision making and be like, oh, I will eat this and then I will wait. Like you have to make all those plans with your conscious thinking brain. Cruise control for me is always never works.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Eat all the food.
Area defense progress 75%.
Just eat all the food in the house in under 15 minutes. And then you're like, you burn so many calories cramming all that food down that it all neutralizes. Diet stuff sounds complicated. It's really not. It's really not. Most people could figure it out.
You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
What's the opinion on the game? I really like it, but I'm playing it through Game Pass.
You will now
I would. It would be.
Interdimensional travel.
It'd be a tough ask to just straight out buy this full retail, but that's why Game Pass exists. I need water desperately.
Well
The
done.
first team to complete
Do I have time?
assigned objectives.
I think I have time. I'm gonna try to get water.
Do your part and generate robust combat data.
There's no time. Oh, there's a PvE finale too.
Summoning raptors.
60 or 70? I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Enemy team are dominant. They may invade hostile dinosaurs. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, you're getting it via GameFly. That's perfect. Man, GameFly, it's still goated, huh? I love GameFly.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
And the devs benefit from their games being on Game Pass. Microsoft pays them. And then also, in a game like this that has season passes and stuff, in addition to selling the game, you also have a wider audience to potentially sell survival passes to. What the heck was that? More of a chance for like players to become long-term invested.
Dinosaur call.
No solo in the game. No, there is not.
Follow the Watcher.
You can play PvE modes exclusively, but you will always be on a team. And it'll always tell you if you won or lost at the end.
Summoning a Carnotaurus. Summoning Pteranodons.
Come out of the dang portal already, big boy. There we go.
Summoning raptors.
They had little sparklies on him. Maybe stun is just a debuff, and it doesn't actually stun.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
PvE is not PvE still a competition? That's true. I mean, PvE is still a competition too. You're just playing against a computer, so.
Dominator has been generated for your team.
But yeah,
Use it to commandeer a dinosaur.
you are correct.
The enemies. Summoning a Carnotaurus.
It's just that other players will never interfere with you, I guess. But then it's just whether or not you get an experience bonus at the end. Which, if matchmaking is doing its job, should pretty much normalize. So you just have to give yourself permission to not care about the result, I guess.
Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Dimensional crossing activated. You may invade the enemy team's combat area. Disrupt the enemy's mission process.
have more health. Thank you for knocking me up here, though. That was very nice of you. Man, my team's getting wrecked by these guys, huh?
Summoning Tyrannosaurs.
Oh, jeez.
Summon Raptors.
Need a light. Resuming combat.
Whew. Yeah, one of them was a player from the other team.
Dinosaur call.
That's for sure. The guy who had the nameplate.
Combat test complete.
Kind of like the PvE competition and seeing the other team.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's neat.
it is my pleasure to.
Even if you're only interacting indirectly.
I anticipate similarly effective results in future engagements.
Planning to play some chill simulator games. No. No, now that I think about it, doesn't seem like it's on the menu today. It's gonna be this, then Armored Core, and then probably just MediaTek. Oh, something else comes up. Let me think about that. Okay, and also let me see if I can remember.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game.
Oh, I was MVP. Yeah, yay! I'm gonna have to remember how to launch the. I think it was called PNG Tuber. It's been a while. Oh boy, level 10. There's got to be some crazy lore unlocks for this. That'll actually be a good thing to work on while the lore is playing. Yeah, candles. Oh, there it goes. Nightbot was sleeping on the job there. Ooh, longer flames. I do like that. I like that quite a bit.
It is unclear.
Oh, you can just click right to it? Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Holders, why is this suit moving?
Suit? What?
Emergency shutdown.
Hell in Powder House!
Sandy, what's happening?
My initial analysis of the data intercepted in 2040 showed potential compatibility with the exosuit system. So I plugged it in.
Naturally.
It did prove compatible.
That's good, but maybe don't do that again.
Sandy, what is this data?
All exosuits are designed to periodically transmit data packets back to Ibius during the war games. This is one of those packets.
So it's what? Control commands? The near-field signal from pilot to suit?
Negative. Original exosuits were designed with burst transmission capabilities from the onboard memory. The file in question appears to be a data block recorded from the brainstem bypass.
That shouldn't be possible. How is that possible? Suit control is an analog neural signal, one way from Ace's brain to the suit's body. What we're looking at is a digitally processed recording.
Affirmative.
I'm waiting for the problem here.
I need to take a look at this.
It's a good image. Hold on. PNG activate. Uh-oh. Oh, there I am. I'm back. Steph, look. My camera's overheating, so I'm gonna be this little guy again.
Oh no! Why is your camera overheating?
It's hot.
It's too hot.
It's just hot. It's hot in here.
Now I need you to have your little man sing.
What?
Get it hot in here.
So take off all your clothes. It's so hot.
His camera's overheating, so he had to go back to little floating head Lawrence.
We still need to make a version of this for you.
I want a version. My brother wants
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
He can talk to lawyers. Like.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Like, with that little head.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Talk about law things.
To you about important insurance-related things. Yes.
That's a face you could trust. A face that's good at insurance.
Yeah, my brother did buy that card with the sloth because he thought that he would like the hipster sloth.
Oh, that's good. It is a cute sloth. Ah, lore completion.
Hey, Ace, check this out. You know how exosuits were developed right here on the island? We're starting to find data recorded during the development process. Play it again, Sandy.
I got an idea. Come on.
Okay, we are rolling. Sound? Check. Video. Do we have video? Check. No screw-ups, please. Anchor Division Exo Fighter Program. Combat Data Collection Test number 12. Test pilot, are you with us down there?
All set, sir.
Okay, first we'll activate the brainstem bypasses transmission.
Here we go.
System.
It's kind of hard to read against me floating, but that's okay. It's a little more classy down here. Oh no, I'm covering the lower right person now.
This test does have an active element, though.
Well,
Okay, let's start firing.
gotta be
at it.
sacrifices.
Bring up the 9mm and give me a 2-second burst. Scattered.
Oh yeah, like one of the aliens from another world.
Just keep
The
down.
big thumb dudes.
Is this safe? Didn't you tell him we were running a live fire test today? Sorry, sir. Well, it's too late now. It's perfectly safe. They tell me that armor is very thick. Keep hitting him.
Are you trying to kill me?
That is great. The more data we get, the better. This is all helping to make a better exosuit. Oh, see how we dived away there? Split-second thinking. That's the kind of instinct we can use. Any response from Leviathan?
It's saying insufficient data.
That machine is never happy. Well, we can push our pilot a little harder.
Oh yeah, Keen Bean, there's a YouTube channel that plays full nights of Adult Swim from 2002, commercials and all. Yeah, that's the idea. Something like that. It's kind of like a random nostalgia bomb generator. Luckily, I can tune it to all kinds of nostalgia.
Analysis results ready.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ace? I may have some bad news. Chief?
What's wrong?
Look. Exosuits are piloted via the brainstem bypass, right? The neural link to the pilot. That pretty much means the suit is accepting data directly from your brain. I've been trying to figure out why the exosuit is storing and transmitting that data during the war games. Well, look at this experiment they were doing with exosuits back before the incident.
Okay, first we'll activate the brainstem bypasses transmission system. Any response from Leviathan?
And we checked out the exosuits, and it looks like Leviathan's implanted a data collection program into their firmware. Like, all of them. We never would have noticed it if it weren't for Sandy's little experiment.
Huh.
Sandy. That is his way of saying, well done.
I am pleased to be of assistance.
So an AI installed data scraping
Tracking Ace's location and vitals?
software into everybody?
No, what Sandy intercepted is
Thank you,
much more
Migs.
complex than that. You see, this component in the exosuit spine, the memory buffer, is saving your neural signals.
I've been doing yoga.
Ace, it's gradually building up a data file. And it is a lot of data. I've confirmed it, Ace. Leviathan's collecting your reactions to heat, explosions, oncoming dinosaurs, the way you respond to every combat.
How much did I pay? Oh no, somebody generously made this for
Listen
free.
again to the audio from Anchor Division.
Combat data collection test
Art like this you
number
can't
12.
pay for.
Split-second thinking. That's the kind of instinct we can use.
If Leviathan's building a database of exofighter responses, all your combat instincts,
Then by the time we learn how to destroy it,
he could already know everything about you.
Chief, you must disable this. Make it stop transmitting.
I can't. Not without unlacing the entire neural wheel that drives the control system. Like it or not, the exosuit's keeping Ace alive out there.
But the more we use it, the more it helps Leviathan.
Yeah, Berserk, go for it. If you want to make me free fan art, you can spend your time doing that. I endeavor to earn all of that fan art. All right. Dang it, Leviathan. Stop taking my data. Okay, maybe I'll play one more match. I need to take a lunch break here in a minute. Need to get some lunch. Maybe a sandwich? Who knows? I actually have some leftovers I should microwave. I'm doing well in the leftover game, folks. Leftover stonks are through the roof. I got a fridge full of yummies that all I have to do is microwave, so I'm living pretty good. Can you install a VPN on yourself? Oh. It's kind of like putting complex math problems to make you unlock your phone when you're drunk. Not allowed into that network now. When is the next Armored Core stream? Like an hour, maybe? Pizza Kreider. How's the game? I'm having a really good time. I'm having a good ride. I predict I will enjoy just kind of playing the game and then listening to the lore for the game's runtime. And then when I'm out of lore, we'll see what happens. Blom. This is the sound of being under the cyber ocean.
Welcome to my test facility. I require exofighters for a live combat test.
Tell me about it, brother.
Quite a streak lately. Continue performing at a high level and your extended existence authorization is all but greenlit.
Blow 'em, Sky! Ha!
We got 2 explodies already. No tank? Okay.
We'll meet again.
I've never played this one before. But it has a tree, so maybe people will assume that I know what I'm doing.
Firepower.
See, your heat's up, periodic cooldown, missiles that paralyze, hold the lock, dash, shield.
The combat zone. Prepare for battle.
Stun on impact, but will break the shield. Laser, bombard, platforms. Okay.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly.
What? There's not. Oh, they have one. Okay.
You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call.
I remember this map. Man, I haven't had a match on this yet.
Summoning raptors.
Okay.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
You love a little animated me? It is really cute, isn't it?
Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur.
I fell in love with this little guy.
Preparing combat area. Please wait.
Although the sun is starting to go down. I think we're through the heat of the day now, so I might be good to turn my camera back on.
Summoning Tyrannosaurus.
Well done.
Summoning Raptors.
Dinosaur. Can I look at the weather?
You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a Carnotaurus.
Ooh. The announcer does kind of sound like a Moonanite. I agree with this.
Well done.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Subroutine activated.
Okay. I guess the rush doesn't really have a hit in it or anything.
Dinosaur call.
Dinosaur call complete.
Slower than the enemy team.
You are completing your objectives slower than the enemy team.
Dinosaur call mission.
Hey, what's up, Duke?
Preparing combat area. Please wait.
Always fun coming back here. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Aim to create a relaxed atmosphere. And what's there to not be relaxed about when you're slaughtering waves of big floppy dinos?
Summoning raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
We got Pachycephalosauruses. Cephalosauruses. Cephalosaurus. It's fun thwacking the little guys.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission.
You kind of have a good comp, though. I wonder if this is a PvP.
Summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Summoning raptors.
Enemy stunned.
Summoning pteranodons. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
Enemy stunned.
Dinosaur call.
This game have any modes in it that is 100% non-PvP.
Objectives slower.
There is a mode where you will never interact with the other team, and they can never interact with you.
Initiating dinosaur call.
But even that mode is still, you're competing with the other team to do PvE better.
Thank you.
So there's always like a results screen, but there are modes in which you don't ever interact with anyone else. So it's basically not PvP, aside from the fact that another team might be faster at playing the game than you. I'm not quite sure where that ranks in. Whoa! Damn it.
Don't shoot me.
Enemy team has progressed to the final mission. Act quickly to close the performance gap. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
Oh no.
Nice work.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
You will now commence the final mission.
I've never had to
Yourself.
tank for the
Interdimensional
PvP part of it.
Prepare for combat.
We have a healer though, so that should make it
To complete all of the
should make us a chunky combo.
wins. Do your part.
That means I think the only way for us to win at this point then is for somebody else who's not me to do really good on a... Oh no, wait, it's like a PvP or a PvE final. Never mind. Okay, so this is basically what it's like.
Assistance acknowledged.
A Dominator has been generated for your team.
Somebody get that. Somebody get that and be good at it.
And attack the enemies. Summoning Tyrannosaurs.
God, these dudes have so much health. How is it this hard to kill a line unit?
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Pteranodons. Dinosaur call.
Oh man, they're already on the next one.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Co-opetition. That's actually a really good name. Epic. Oh, it's hot. It's so hot, you guys. It's so warm.
Summoning Raptors. Summoning an Ankylosaurus. Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Pteranodons.
Damn it.
I have awarded the enemy team a dominant. I needed that. They may engage with a hostile dinosaur. Summoning Tyrannosaurs. Dinosaur call. Dimensional crossing active. You may invade the enemy team's combat area.
I'm not really a PvP player, but since it's on Game Pass, I'll give it a try.
Follow the Watcher.
Sounds like a good approach.
Proceed to next mission.
It's like 90% a PvE game, although PvP can determine who wins and loses. So, for me at least, it's a lot of just kind of playing your best. For me, the PvE layer makes it easier to kind of just roll with whatever the actual results of the match are. I was gonna get killed. Shit. Yeah. I got flipped by the T-Rex. Okay. Well. Yeah, the person, whoever went over from our side, I don't think did a lot. Well, there we go. Somebody got somebody. That's good.
Reactivated.
Crab foam! Whoa, we got a crab. Crab foam just gifted 8 subs. Incredible generosity as always. Thank you very much. You really can't do anything while you're waiting for that to cool down. Happy Friday. There hasn't been any crab in this game yet, which is kind of disappointing. He's not even damaged?
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Pteranodons. The enemy.
When is it gonna hit? When is it gonna hit?
darkest
Does anything happen?
Do not lose track of time.
What's going on? Okay. Oh, it's like a bombardment thing. Did I even use it before? Yeah, this is Capcom.
Combat test complete. You are defeated.
Womp womp.
And
Damn, we didn't even get to the final.
But rest assured, your record for the valor identifies you as an asset too valuable for
So that's what getting wrecked in PvE feels like, I guess. Is the POV changeable? Do you mean FOV? I don't think so.
A warrior's honor.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
I wasn't very good at that class either, I'll admit. Got a new copy of PC Gamer. Gaming good.
Exercise
Really like the machine gun guy, but I always have way less points than everyone. Yeah.
Survivors, prepare for departure. Have a super day.
His shield is interesting, especially the stun on larger dinos. If people know how to burst DPS and they like save their cooldowns for that moment and they can rely on it coming, then that can be invaluable. If everyone hits the critical point as soon as you stun an enemy, then you could flip it and then like just like one shot.
Collecting exofighter combat data, including aces.
But I feel like you need to have a team that's ready to go on that stun that you get. The rest of it's interesting. The missiles might be really, really good at killing pterodactyls. I feel like I didn't. You probably need to save them for that. Oh, I like this guy.
Ooh, do a little turn.
Wow, that's a lot of turns. I would say that's a big turn. All right. I'm going to take a break, rustle up some grub, and we'll move over to Armored Core 3. Going to pick that back up. I think by the time I come back, my camera ought to be cooled off.
Brainstem bypassed the eye.
But thank you all very much for watching so far. There's still going to be a lot of hot action and pretty dope jams, explosions, and mechs. I'm not getting away from those. So I'll be back in maybe like 20-30 minutes. In the meantime, enjoy Media Tech. That's just a randomized collection of curated clips of weird stuff. It's good for the ADHD adult brain like mine. So that's usually what I leave on whenever I'm not streaming. And I have a little sub incentive down here. If we get 50 more subs, I'll leave it going all night for me. It could be day for you, but all night until the next time I stream, which could be Saturday, maybe even Sunday. Who knows? That's the mystery. All right, I'll be back. See you soon. Thanks for watching.